Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be this fun Forest Friends, that's what I'm calling it, nail set. So I'm starting off with this color Whiskey from Nail Order. I just got this in their recent Autumn Harvest collection and I loved it. It was such a gorgeous color, so I wanted to use it immediately. I was in the mood for browns already, and when I got that in the collection, it was just so gorgeous. I'm like, I'm gonna have to use this. So I'm also starting off with these two other colors from Beetles. That was like a really pretty pastel-y sage green, and then this light brown here. So I'm just starting off by doing the background colors for all of the nails here, and I had like some sort of pattern in mind. I wanted to make sure that I definitely did at least two of the brown glitter shades from the Nail Order on at least like two of my nails on each hand, and then with the other colors I kind of just placed it where I thought it would be fun. So I had like a general idea of how I wanted to do this design, but I also kind of wanted it to not feel too matchy and not too patterny. So you'll see over here I have two of the brown nails on my left hand, but on my right hand I do two green nails, then two of the like dark shimmery nails, and then just one. So I kind of just played around with the placement of the colors just to have like a little bit of intrigue, but make sure that everything also felt cohesive at the same time. So I'm just going to do that same thing over here on my nails, and you can see like the placement of the colors is just a little bit different, but just kind of using the same color scheme and placing down the background. This is going to be a very stamping heavy design. I kind of wanted it to be that way. The stamping plates that I'm using were the inspiration for the set itself. I was flipping through trying to get some inspiration from just all the different things that I have in my collection. Sometimes when I run out of inspiration or I'm not really sure what I want to do, I'll like open my stickers and my stamping and my foils and just kind of see what color schemes come together, different patterns, different designs, and oftentimes just base a design off of that. So this nail set was definitely based off of these two stamping plates I'm going to be using here, because one of the stamping plates has these really cute little foxes and then like a little hedgehog that I end up using on my nails, and it was so cute I really wanted to use it. So I'm just going to finish this up over here on my nails. I did 2 coats of everything on all the fingers just to make sure that the colors were nice and opaque, and I just want to show the colors and as well as the glitter under the flash. It's just such a pretty glitter shade. So then I wanted to matte top coat all of the nails that were going to have stamping on them. So those were the solid colors, not the glitter ones. So the brown and the light brown and the green are going to get matte top coated so that I can do stamping. I prefer doing stamping on a matte top coat. It's just easier for me, and also I do love how stamping looks when it's matte. There's something pretty about it when it's like a shiny top coat too, but I do love a matte stamped nail. I think it's really gorgeous, and I do end up leaving these nails matte as well. So just doing it on a matte surface, especially because I was going to do a matte top coat anyway, just worked out really well for me. So I'm just going to finish that up over here. And then these are the 2 stamping plates that I'm using. This one over here that was full of these autumn leaves, and then this cute little one over here. You can see the cute little foxes and that little hedgehog and these little fall elements that were just so cute, and I really wanted to use them. And this was actually my first time using the stamping plate. I'm pretty sure I've had it for a couple of years now and always wanted to do something with it, and just always just forgot about it or did something else, or you know, just other things came up. So I'm really excited that I finally got myself to use it. So over here with this image over here with the white, I kind of placed it down a little bit off-centered over here. So I did actually redo it again off camera. Sometimes when it comes to stamping, I get things like a little bit off-centered, and I'll redo it off screen just because it's easier for me to like get my face right in there. If something is a little bit hard to place, then sometimes I just have an easier time when I get a little bit closer. But that was just the one image that I had a hard time lining up, and it actually ended up doing like the ears and the face separately from the tail. As you can see here, I'm doing the tail separately, because I was finding that it was really hard to line up the 2 images using all 3 aspects of that at the same time. I'm not sure if they were meant to be used together, or maybe they were meant to be used separately as well. So I just did it separately. Sometimes when it's hard to line up lots of different elements, I'll break it up so it's easier. And that way it's easier to get like individual images placed down evenly than a whole image all at once. And then I just did the outline over here, and he is such a cute little fox. I love him. I love his little scarf and hat. He's the cutest little thing, and I'm really happy that I have him on my nails. I keep looking at him, and he's so cute. And then you might notice that I am sometimes like fixing up the white stampings that I do. Like I fixed up the fox's tail with the stamping polish. I'm actually running low on my white stamping polish, so sometimes I don't actually apply enough onto my onto like the stamper, and sometimes I need to fill in a little bit of the missing gaps. So I'm wondering if there's like a way to, I don't know, maybe if I store the white polish like upside down or something, it'll be easier to get a lot of, because the brush doesn't reach all the way down. So I don't want to have to throw it out if I can't access it. So let me know, do you think I should like store it upside down, or will it leak? I'm not really sure, but anyway, I just kind of am using these different images from this larger plate here, different leaves, and this is going to be the leafy nail over here. So I'm doing different colors, definitely like all of these autumn colors. So some mustard yellows, some dark reds, oranges, greens, and just kind of want it to look like, you know, leaves falling off the trees. And then this little pumpkin over here, I actually wasn't planning on using this pumpkin. I didn't even realize it was on the stamping plate until I pulled it out. It's so cute, and I thought it would look really, really adorable over here on the pinky. It was just the perfect size to make the nail look complete and full. So I had like a general idea of what I was doing for this design. I knew I wanted to do the fox and the hedgehog and then some leaves, but the other elements kind of just, I got inspiration as I was doing it. So this was a lot of fun, and I made sure to do the outline for all of these designs in a dark brown instead of a black. I felt like the black would be a little bit too aggressive and just a little bit too stark in comparison. I wanted to make sure that everything was just color cohesive, so that's why I did the dark brown over here. And then I used these little windy, wispy designs over here. Again, you can see I keep holding the white stamping polish off to the side to get as much as I can. And then just added these little elements as I went along. So sometimes I did 2 swirls, sometimes I just did 1. And then the other plate also had some of these like curly wind designs. So I could just kind of like place them as I thought they would look good. So that was a little bit more of just a on the spur of the moment kind of placement and kind of design as well. So I'm going to add a little more of these swirls over here onto the other nail, and that way I also wanted to make sure that I was incorporating white into the other nails as well, so that the fox didn't look so stark against the rest of the design by itself. Adding in these white elements just really brought the whole design together. So it's not necessary. I think they're really cute, but I think when doing a full set, especially if, like, for example, like my other hand is slightly different, similar design, similar the same colors, but not exactly the same, making sure that the different elements across all the nails at least are repeated or echoed within each other can really just help bring a set together, especially if you're doing multiple different color background nails. For me, I like when things are a little bit more not exactly identical. Like some sets I like doing that are like fully identical, but I like also having these nails where they're similar concepts or the same designs, but just not exactly the same. And just it adds a little bit of intrigue, but sometimes it could feel a little disjointed if you don't have all the elements matching. So that's just like my kind of design style, but I'm just going to do a whole bunch of different designs over here. I had these small little leaves, and just kind of like I knew what I wanted, but I didn't know which exact leaves and which exact images I would do as I went along. So I'm just kind of doing that over here, and as you can see, it was a really easy set. It wasn't too complicated, aside from the fox that I just needed to work on the placement a little bit. Most of these were just 2 image designs, and I just placed them over each other, and it was a really simple nail set. I really, really love autumn. I know I'm probably not the only person. It's really, really a great season, and I wanted to do as many nail sets as I possibly could. So I knew I wanted to have at least some version of fall leaves on my nails, at least once during this season, because it's just so fun. And I grew up in New York, where we get a gorgeous changing of the seasons, and beautiful greenery, and then turning into the beautiful autumn colors. And it's so nostalgic for me. It feels like home, and it's just a beautiful color scheme. I love seeing the mountains in their oranges and reds and yellows just bursting with color. I think it's so gorgeous. It's honestly like one of my favorite aspects of nature, is like the changing of the seasons when you get those beautiful colors. So I wanted to make sure that I had a little bit of that on my nails, at least this summer. I like making this winter, sorry, autumn. I messed that up like twice. Every autumn season, I try to make sure that I have at least one nail set that has some sort of leafy design, just to feel cozy and nostalgic, and just it's so beautiful, and it's really my favorite time of the year. And I love that it's starting to get cooled down now. Where I live, I don't live in New York anymore, but it's starting to finally get a little bit cool where I am in the evenings, and it's really nice. I do love sweater weather. I want it to be just cool enough where I want a light sweater, but I don't want it to be cold enough that I need to wear a coat. I don't want to wear a coat. But yesterday actually, I was going out with my husband and his grandmother and cousins and stuff, and we went out to dinner, and it was my first time wearing boots for the season. I was wearing just these cute little wedge ankle booties, and I was so excited. It was so fun to wear boots for the first time this season. I love boots. I think it's one of my favorite apparel clothing items of fall. I do love scarves as well, and the other day I was wearing like a really cute corduroy baseball cap when I was out with my friend, so that was also like it was like a brown corduroy, so that was also very like fall autumny feels. But wearing boots for the first time this season was really exciting for me. I told my husband, I was like, I was waiting all year to pull out these boots. I was so excited. So I'm really excited for this season. I'm gonna probably be having more uploads in the next couple of months, mostly because autumn is my favorite season, and I do want to do a ton of different autumn designs. I don't want to like not limit myself, but because I've been having like a relatively steady schedule of like posting on Thursdays and Sundays, I felt like I wouldn't have enough time to get all of my autumn designs that I wanted to do done before we would be moving into winter. So I'm pretty sure this video is actually going up as like a bonus video, I think on Tuesday, as opposed to going up on Thursday or Sunday, because I want to have as many autumn designs as I can. So that was it for all of the stamping. I am finishing off the stamping nails with some matte top coat, and then the shimmery nails are going to have a shiny top coat so that we can really enjoy the glitter. I love how the set came out. There's something so nostalgic but also vintage, especially when you do it in matte. There's something very vintage and nostalgic and just beautiful about matte stamped nails. I love it. I think it's so fun. So I'm just going to finish off this design here, and then I'll show you the end result. Let me know what you think of this set. I really liked it. If you have any other suggestions or any what's your favorite aspect of autumn? Is it the weather? Is it the clothing? Is it just different stuff that comes along with autumn, like for example autumn holidays like Halloween or Thanksgiving? I love all of it, and I am so excited to be deep in this autumn season. So here is the final set. I love how it came out. I'm going to turn on the flash also so we can see the glitter nails just under the flash and the whole design together over here. I love how this set came out. I keep looking at them because I'm wearing them currently while I'm voiceovering, and I love it. I love my cute little hedgehog and my little fox. I think they're so adorable. So leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.